Welcome into this edition of Great City Attractions. Today we tour one of the great cities of America. These are the great tourist attractions of Boston. Boston Common, one of the most famous landmarks and places in Boston. The park these days spans some 50 acres. Common sight on the Common these days include a winter ice skating rink, games of softball, or large public events that fill the space. A number of notable monuments to historical figures also dot the surrounds. Bunker Hill Monument, a memorial at the site of one of the most bloody battles of the American War of Revolution. The monument forms part of the celebrated Freedom Trail and Historical Park, and underwent major renovations in the early 2000s. The notable obelisk is flanked by statues of heroes of the battle. One of the great sites and places of significance in Boston. Old North Church, another notable landmark of Boston. The Old North Church was built in the early 18th century. The church today is known for its sanctuary and upper gallery, while the current organ was installed way back in 1759. Some of the mystique of the church revolves around lanterns being lit at the top of the spire to warn of British military movements in the area. Spectacle Island, a great trip away from the city itself. Spectacle Island is a great place to be explored. Opened to the public in 2006, the island is full of walking and hiking trails. A notable beach, a visitor centre and a decent-sized marina are also present. Lexington and Concord, two sites that'll make for a great day trip away from the centre of Boston. These towns played a major role in the opening salvos of the American War of Independence. Tourists can visit Lexington Battle Green, where the first shots of the war were fired. There's also the Minuteman Visitor Centre and the Minuteman Historical Park. A little out of Concord, you'll find the famous North Bridge and other historical houses of importance. If you're enjoying this video, feel free to subscribe to the channel below. Fenway Park, the most popular tourist attraction in Boston? We're not sure, but for the thousands that flock to the stands at Fenway Park, there's no place they'd rather be. This is the home to the Boston Red Sox. The famous stadium can hold up to 37,000 and is revered as a historic place of significance. Notable points around the ground include a single red seat in right field to mark the longest home run hit by Ted Williams. Charles River, a notable waterway for a myriad of reasons. The Charles River holds historical importance to the city of Boston. Once the home to many Native American tribes, textile businesses sprang up along the shores here in the early 19th century. Today, a rambling esplanade can be explored along the banks, while a number of notable falls are also generated by the flow of the river. Fort Independence. Located on Castle Island, Fort Independence went by a number of names, notably Castle William and Fort Adams. The 1830s saw Fort Independence born, with strong defences and artillery positioned on the island during the American Civil War. Not that any gun ever fired in anger from its walls. Museums of Boston. Among the notable museums to visit in Boston are the Boston Tea Party Museum, which tracks that fateful event of American history. The Harvard Museum of Natural History, which boasts some amazingly unique offerings, and the Sports Museum, telling the tales of sporting heroes of the great city of Boston. That concludes this edition of Great City Attractions. Subscribe to the channel. What's your favourite place to visit in Boston? Comment below.